Have you ever clicked the cap onto the end of a pen and noticed the small hole punched straight through the top of it? You have done this thousands of times across your life, on pens from every manufacturer, in every country, and the hole has simply always been there, small enough to be invisible, unless you happen to look directly at it. It is not a manufacturing defect, and it is not decorative. It exists because pen caps used to kill children, quietly and with some regularity, and almost nobody outside the safety industry remembers why the hole was added. Pen caps are exactly the right size and shape to become lodged in a child's airway. For decades before the hole became standard, pediatric emergency records documented a recurring and entirely preventable cause of choking-related death and injury. A child chewing on a pen, as children do with almost anything within reach, accidentally swallowing or inhaling the cap, which then sealed completely against the airway walls and blocked breathing entirely. But here's the surprising truth. The specific design solution that prevents most of these deaths today is almost absurdly simple, and it is the same hole you have been looking past your entire life. A cap with a hole through the top does not form an airtight seal if it becomes lodged in a child's throat. Air can still pass around and through the obstruction, around the lodged plastic, keeping the airway from fully closing even while the cap itself remains stuck. Think of it like the difference between dropping a solid rubber ball down a narrow pipe and dropping a ball with a channel drilled straight through its center. The solid ball can form a complete seal, blocking everything behind it entirely. The drilled ball, even lodged at the exact same point, still allows some flow to continue past it. The hole in a pen cap performs exactly this function for air, transforming a potentially complete obstruction into a partial one that a child has a genuine chance of breathing around until help arrives. Manufacturing standards bodies in multiple countries, working from documented incident data accumulated through the 1970s and 80s, eventually formalized this design requirement into official safety specifications for writing instruments marketed in regions with these standards in force. The hole's minimum diameter, its position, and its presence at all became mandated design requirements rather than optional manufacturer choices, specifically because voluntary adoption had been inconsistent and the documented harm had continued regardless. So if the hole is this effective and this cheap to manufacture, why do some pens, particularly certain decorative, novelty, or imported varieties, still occasionally lack one? The answer, as is often the case with safety regulation, comes down to which specific jurisdiction's standards a given product was actually manufactured to comply with, and how rigorously that compliance is checked before the product reaches a shelf. Products manufactured for markets with strict, well-enforced safety standards almost universally include the vent hole as a baseline requirement. Products manufactured more cheaply for markets with weaker enforcement, or smaller specialty items produced in low volumes without formal safety certification, sometimes still slip through without it, which is part of why pediatric safety advocates continue actively campaigning for more consistent global standardization of this single, inexpensive design feature. So the next time you click a cap onto a pen and happen to notice the small hole through the top, you will know it is not an accident of manufacturing. It is one of the simplest, cheapest pieces of life-saving engineering most people will ever hold without realizing it. A direct response to a documented pattern of preventable harm that an entire industry quietly redesigned itself around.